We employ within our income planning practice strategies what we call buckets. And we show people how to utilize tools like single premium immediate annuities, fixed annuities, that guarantee a payout, an income stream, over a period of time, whether it's a certain period of time, as few as 5 years, or if it's a lifetime income. A lot of the pensions out there are nothing more than annuities, immediate annuities, where they're simply receiving an income for the rest of their life. And so we help people create their own pensions, and we utilize buckets of immediate income needs and deferred income needs. And we utilize different types of vehicles for those deferred accounts, depending on what their goals are, to help the money grow, and that way they don't have to worry about outliving those assets, so that those assets are there when they need them, and it's a perpetual replenishment, if you will, of the nest egg, versus the hope and a prayer idea of, well, I've got this much here, and if I convert all of it into an immediate income stream, it's going to give me X. Well, what if X is not enough, and what if I die prematurely? I mean, there's lots of questions that you have to formulate into that discussion.
I like the idea of different buckets. Different buckets for different strategies. Right. And making sure that your money lasts as long as you do, you have to have some strategies that are effective. Yeah. And you mentioned some of them might be an immediate annuity, which immediate annuity is really just a pension. As you said, it really is a pension. And some other accounts may be deferred, and then we'll turn the tap on for income later. Is that the strategy you're talking about?
That's exactly right. Yeah, we like to see those deferred buckets in a tax deferred. The word deferred means they're growing for later. Yeah. And ideally, we like to have money in the most tax advantaged positions possible for that later income source. We don't want it being beat up by unnecessary or excessive taxation, and so we utilize deferred products like fixed index annuity accounts and other tools like that that are very, very successful at accomplishing those goals.
Without having any element of risk or possibility of loss?
That's correct. That's a big deal. That's a big deal today. The peace of mind that in today's environment, especially now more than ever, the primary rule that we have with folks is don't lose. You know, there's a saying, I don't know who coined this, but I'll share it, that says that within the markets, bulls get fed, bears hibernate, pigs get slaughtered. Don't be a pig. And the idea there is to simply don't be greedy. Let's be smart with those assets and make sure that they're going to be there when we need them, and employ the proper tools to be sure that they're growing, but that they don't lose.
Yeah. People hear annuities, and of course they've also heard of over the years variable annuities, which is different than a fixed annuity or a fixed indexed annuity.
Right.
So you might just quickly mention what the differences there are.
Well, certainly with a fixed index annuity, the biggest issue there is there are no fees and there is no risk to the principal. And the earnings on those accounts are simply looking at external indexes to determine what kind of growth opportunity one will have year to year. And so without any risk, without any direct market participation, you have an asset that will accumulate, we expect, a little bit better than just a traditional fixed annuity with a fixed rate. The variable annuity marketplace is pervasive. It's out there all over the place. A lot of teachers and other folks have become involved in these because that's just what they're offered. And we find that there's a lot of fees and a lot of risk associated with those types of accounts. They flower them up with the different types of writers to try to take away some of those negative points. But you know, a duck is a duck, and you just have to be very careful with those, because those fees and the risk associated with them are just not proper for most people when we're doing this type of income planning.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wanted our viewers to know that when they hear the word annuities, if they're familiar with variable annuities, what you're talking about on the fixed side or fixed indexed annuities doesn't have that same risk or those same fees.
Yeah, no fees, no risk, and that's important. It's important. There's good ones, as we say, and there's bad ones. Stay away from the bad ones.
Like anything else. So what are some other options or best options for turning liquid assets into a guaranteed income stream? I mean, I've heard that some of the newer models of fixed annuities or indexed annuities have a guaranteed income stream or some kind of rider. What are some of the best options to making sure that people's money grows well and then has sufficient income in retirement?
Well, that's a great point. Recently, within the last couple of years, there's been a wonderful introduction to the fixed annuity arena where they offer guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit or lifetime income riders. Various terminologies are being used. For a very small fee, they're able to guarantee an income stream that you cannot outlive, and potentially would even have residual benefits to your beneficiary should you not live a long time. Where in the past, in order to guarantee a lifetime income, you had to convert an asset into an immediate annuity life option. A lot of the pensions out there too give folks at retirement the ability to do life only or life with 10 years guaranteed or joint income to the survivor. There's various options out there that under some of those options, if you die prematurely, the company kept the residual of your pension. These new products that are available now don't do that. We can get a guaranteed lifetime income and yet have a residual available to a beneficiary to the extent that the income received has not exceeded the assets in the kitty if you die prematurely. And yet you don't have to worry about ever outliving your money, especially for those clients that reach 105 or 106, as you said earlier, or my client 103 up in northern New Mexico. So.
Yeah, very important that consumers understand all the options that are available to them to guarantee an income for life.
Yeah, it's
important. And it seems that most stockbrokers don't know that. They're trading and selling and buying stocks, and many other planners or insurance agents themselves don't. But to find a good financial professional that can help you with Social Security planning and income planning is going to be critical as we go into the new age of longer retirement.
Well, it's important because, and these folks that you mentioned, the stockbrokers, et cetera, just haven't been trained. That's not their area, that's not their expertise. It's important if you're going to work in that stage of your life, preservation and distribution phase of life, that you talk to an advisor, an individual, a professional that has the training appropriate to utilize all these different tools instead of the one-size-fits-all, put everybody into this and hope it works. So.
Very good point to end on. So Lynn, once more, thanks for coming to Checks and Balances TV, and I'm sure we'll have you back sometime very soon.
Always a pleasure.
For more information about Lynn B. Thurgood and his financial services practice, Oxford Wealth Advisors, or the Central New Mexico Society of Financial Awareness, contact him at 505-891-9800 or visit him on the web at www.oxfordwealthnm.com.